Hi, hello everybody, and welcome to the Truly Odd podcast. Where we bring you the latest in game news and movie news. I'm your host, Joe Garcia. So grab your controllers, get your popcorn, and let's dive right on in, shall we? Now, I forgot my headphones, or I don't know where they are, so we're gonna have to just play this next clip with my mic on mute, and I'll be sure to pause myself and get things going that way for now. So go ahead and check out this first news topic of the day: the Outlast Trials project. Diarchy. Forgive me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. But let's go ahead and take a look at this trailer and let me know what you guys think.
Look into the eyes of a friend, a sibling, a partner, a lover. That person is capable of anything. Lies, violence, infidelity, murder.
Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not huge on horror games, only because I'm a big chicken shit, and horror games really scare me. But the visuals here look creepy and fun and exciting. I think this is a first person game, and I think it's released today. And I'm just loving the way that this looks. And that character with the creepy like overbite is creeping me out really already with this trailer. That character right there looks very creepy.
Moral order, forced into shadows by the circumstances of their biology, elevated to wealth and power by sheer force of will. Otto and Aurora Cress.
Oh shit, they're attached together. I didn't see that coming. Yeah, this gives me kind of Texas Chainsaw Massacre vibes with a modern twist to it. That character still creeps me out, even though they're connected. And I'm pretty sure, I mean, there has to be something in the game where you chop them in half and they get separated, right? But yeah, I'm very curious. This game, I will not be playing it. I'll probably watch other people play it because, again, big scaredy cat here. Definitely not a game for me. But let me know what you guys think. Are you enjoying this trailer? Does it seem like a game that you're going to be checking out?
Mirror. Know that you are capable of anything except choice.
I'm loving the visuals. It looks like a lot of fun. Play now. Wait, I thought it said July 15th. Hold on, let me see. Play now, but what did it say? July 15th. Tell me July 15th. How can you play now if it's on July 15th? Did they release it early? I'm not sure. Maybe play now on PC. I can't see behind this, so I don't know what they mean by play now, but it says it's going to be released on July 15th. So I don't think they have any gameplay. The ones I've looked up haven't been like gameplay footage from the studio. Have been more people streaming it. So maybe that's the case here. But let me know what you guys think. Are you into horror games and stuff like that? Now, me, I'm a big scaredy cat again, so I don't do horror games. But if you guys want, if we build up a nice, decent community here, maybe we can play a horror game for Halloween, and you guys can watch me be a big old scaredy cat. But moving on to our next topic, let me switch to my camera here. Sorry about that, guys. Again, still getting used to this format here, but we're going to go ahead and head over to the rumor mill. And right now, the rumor is Bethesda is working on multiple Fallout games at the moment. Now, we haven't had a Fallout game since 2018, I believe, with Fallout 76, and that was a pretty big disappointment on release. I know a lot of my friends were interested in playing it so we can all play together online, and no one ended up buying it but me, so I just wasted money there. And recently, within the past, I want to say within the past year or two, I picked it up to check it out, and it just didn't grasp me like I thought it would. And maybe it's because it's not a linear story necessarily like the other ones were. It's more online based, but I just didn't really tend to enjoy it as much as I thought I would. So if you're interested in learning more about what the rumor is for these upcoming Fallout games, go ahead and take a look at this article. I'll have everything in the description down below. But for me, myself, I personally think, with regards to this remover, them making multiple games, I don't think they're going to be sequel games. I think maybe one of them will be a sequel game. We haven't had one since 2018, so we're due for one in the next 3 years. It's going to be 10 years since the Fallout games come out, so we're definitely due for a new one. But I'm thinking the multiples in this scenario are probably remakes. It makes sense for them to remake New Vegas, Fallout 3, because those games were very, very popular, and I'm sure a lot of people would love to go back and replay them with modern graphics and modern aesthetics and stuff like that, assets, you name it. And I think that would be a lot of fun for players to, you know, feel that and rejoin that. So if this rumor is true, that's what I think they were talking about when it comes to, remakes for the games and things like that. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Are you hoping they are doing multiple games, kind of doing a yearly thing like Call of Duty, or are you hoping more for remakes like myself? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Moving on to our next news topic of the day. It looks like Naughty Dog has released a new update for The Last of Us Part 2. And with this release, we now have a chronological experience for the game. So in this game, Fallout 2, there are quite a bit of flashbacks. And it looks like with this new update, you're going to be able to play the game with a linear story, no flashbacks included. You get to play the flashbacks first and then leading into what the actual game is. Now, that's my assumption. It seems like what they're saying from now. I haven't played it myself, but I think this is a good reason to jump back into Last of Us 2. I haven't played it since the game was released. I did platinum the game, and I enjoyed it for what it was. Now, I know a lot of people got pissed off at that story for particular reasons. I won't get into that right now, but I think it's a good game, and people need to give it another chance. And I think there's a great opportunity for people to give it another chance. If you have not played The Last of Us Part 2 and you're interested, I highly recommend you play it normally, not with the chronological order experience, because I feel like playing this game normally is probably a better experience for a first time player, in my opinion. Again, I haven't played it in this with this new experience, but I think it's a good excuse to go ahead and jump back into the game and check it out again. I think my lady just beat The Last of Us Part 1 a couple months ago, so I think this would be a good opportunity for me to introduce her to The Last of Us Part 2. But let me know what you guys think. Are you interested in this? Do you think it's a nice, cool, fun update, or are you just don't care about The Last of Us anymore? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Moving on to our next topic. Looks like we're going back to the rumor mill with another rumor. It is rumored that Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag Remake is going to be made. I guess features have leaked online, and I don't know exactly what those features are. I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't read this article because I was putting the show together and I didn't have time today, at least to get it out within a good time frame. There were some stories that I thought were more important because they weren't rumors. That being said, let's go base this off that we're going to be getting Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag Remake. I think this is a great idea. Assassin's Creed has kind of fallen off over the years, in my opinion. I don't think they've made a good game since Assassin's Creed 4, so it'd be nice to have a remake like this. I wouldn't mind them going back and remaking all the original games, the Ezio Collection, the first Assassin's Creed game, with a little bit of modern flair, maybe a little more open world, a little more exploration. I think that'd be a lot of fun. But yeah, I think Assassin's Creed after this, I played Unity, I played Syndicate. It just wasn't as good as the original Assassin's Creed games. A lot of people didn't like 3. I enjoyed that one myself. I think that's the one with you're playing the Native American in the Revolutionary War. Yeah, I think that's that one. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Are you hoping for an Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag remake? I enjoyed the naval combat personally myself. I think most games kind of go to this for their naval combat because it was done so well. But I don't know. You tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. Man, we're just flying through these topics today. Let's see. Moving on to our last game news topic of the day, we are getting a state of play on Friday. Oh, I'll have to answer that in a bit. On Thursday, the 10th, we're getting a state of play for PlayStation. And if you guys are interested, most of the topic will probably be Ghost of Yotei. It seems that we're going to be getting a 20-minute gameplay overview of what the game is going to look like and how the combat is going to be, which is going to be a lot of fun. Now, for me, the state of plays have been a bit underwhelming. And I know the main focus is Ghost of Yotei because it's going to be released this year. I think this year we only have two PlayStation exclusives with Ghost of Yotei and Death Stranding 2. And if you're interested in the time zones, here are the times: 2 p.m. PT, 5 p.m. ET, and 11 p.m. CEST. If you're interested on Thursday, so you guys go ahead and definitely take a look. I don't know if we're going to be doing a live stream of this. I'm not sure if I have the proper setup for that. Maybe we'll wait till Friday to talk about what was announced during State of Play, but we'll have to wait and see. Let me know what you guys want in the comments down below. But all that being said, my hope is that they focus on another game coming down the pipeline, maybe to end the show with like a Wolverine announcement or something, a God of War, whatever it may be. But it'd be nice to just see something else they have coming down the pipeline right now. I feel this year's a bit underwhelming when it comes to PlayStation exclusive games, so it'd be nice to show us something that we have coming down the road. But let me know what you guys think. Are you going to be watching the State of Play? Are you interested in seeing 20 minutes of Ghost of Yotei? And that does it for our game news topics of the days, guys. We're going to go ahead and move over to our movie news topic. And our first movie news topic is, here we go. Squid Games season 3 has reached the best viewership in the 10-day viewership window with 106.3 million views. I think this is phenomenal. I know Netflix is very excited, especially if you haven't seen season 3. While I don't think it was the best of the 3 seasons we got, I think it was a lot of fun and very entertaining. But the ending really teases something that's up and coming for the American audience. We see, if you don't want any spoilers, go ahead and skip to the next story. But we see Cate Blanchett playing a game with someone, so I think she's going to be our new director, or at least in this new Squid Games that's going to take place probably in America, and I think that's going to be a lot of fun to check out. If you guys are interested in what the top 10 non-English speaking titles are, I'm going to go ahead and zoom in here so you guys could check that out. Here we got Squid Game season 1, 2, and 3 in the top 3, so that's really, really good for them. I know they're excited with continuing the Squid Game universe. We got some other things here down below. For as far as rankings are concerned, weeks in top 10, I'm very, very happy to see Sandman up here. I hope it continues to be up here for many weeks to come, because I am absolutely in love with the Sandman game. But again, we're here talking about Squid Games, and I think it is a phenomenal show. And if you guys haven't seen season 3, I highly recommend you check it out. While I wasn't very happy with the ending per se, I did enjoy the storyline overall, and I had a great time with it. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Moving on to our next topic. It looks like James Gunn has confirmed that the Matt Reeves Batman 2 script is finished, and it is great. This comes to us from Deadline here, who James Gunn's, of course, being interviewed for his Superman movie upcoming, and a lot of people are also asking him about the Batman 2 script as it was submitted recently from Matt Reeves, and he said it is great. And mind you, I want you to take everything with a grain of salt, because he is the head of studio. Of course, he's going to say things are great and things are good. Now, this is not the Batman that's going to be in his universe. That's going to be a separate Batman. So this is just Matt Reeves' separate universe. Here's a quick clip. Oh, sorry. Let me turn this down a little bit. It was a little louder than I had it previously. And I'm going to mute myself so you can see what he says. It's just 8 seconds really quick.
It's great.
Now, for me, he was seemed to be a bit sarcastic. I'm sure he wasn't really wanting to answer that, as he was focusing on the Superman information on the red carpet that they were doing. So, but yeah, I'm hoping that it is great, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with the next Batman movie as of what's going to be. I'm hoping the bad guy's a little more fantastical instead of grounded like Riddler. I'm hoping for Mr. Freeze myself, so I'm very curious where they're going to end up going with that. But let me know what you guys think about Matt Reeves' Batman 2 script. Are you happy, and do you believe James Gunn when he says it's great, even though he seemed a bit sarcastic there? Moving on to our next movie news topic. It looks like Denis Villeneuve's Dune 3 has finally have an official title. So exciting news to see what the title of the Dune 3 movie is going to be, because the Dune books is called Dune Messiah. So a lot of people were very curious if it was going to be called Dune Messiah, or if they're going to change the subtitle, make it Dune something else, and it's going to be Dune Part 3. So very, very exciting news there. Forgive me, I forgot to zoom out here. But yeah, Dune Part 3, which makes a lot of sense. Here we have Dune Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. So I think that's great. I know Dune Messiah. Now, I never read the books, but from my research on the books, it is quite a different story than what Dune 1 and Dune 2 are, at least from the first Dune book to Dune Messiah. So I'm very curious in how he's going to adapt Dune Messiah, because it does take place years later after the war is concluded and he goes back to Arrakis. So I don't. I feel like if he skips the war, it's kind of leaves Dune 2 as like a what the hell just happened. So hopefully he maybe montages through the war and then we can get to the Messiah story. I don't know what they're going to do. It's exciting to see, because I think Dune Part 1 and Dune Part 2 are some of the greatest movies that have been made in the past however many years. I think they're phenomenal stories, and Denis Villeneuve is a fantastic director, so I'm excited to see what he's going to do with the Dune. But yes, Dune Part 3 it is. And moving on to our next movie news topic of the day. Now, this next topic, I don't know who this actress is, but I was more interested because I kind of forgot they were making this movie. And that is Atomic Monster and Blumhouse are creating Cornines. Forgive me, I'm butchering names. I'm horrible with names. The Mummy adds Hayata Kamili to the cast. Now, I don't know who Hayata Kamili is. I looked at her IMDb. She doesn't seem to be doing a lot of projects, but I think this is exciting because I honestly forgot they were making a Mummy movie, and that's very exciting that they are focusing on creating a Mummy movie. I know James Wan's producing, Jason Blum, of course, some other people. I forget who's starring in the movie, but I think it's great that they are further along in development. I'm just out of curiosity. I'm curious why they're casting this late. I thought they were already in production, but maybe they need to add in a character that they never cast, or they're getting to that point of filming where they add characters, or they're just trying to stay relevant by introducing new casting that's already been done for the past however many months, and they just want to stay within the news cycle to remind people like myself, hey, there is a Mummy movie coming. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Are you excited for the next Mummy movie? Me personally, I am excited because it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. At least from what I've heard about it previously. After I seen this, I kind of remembered. So it looks like it'll be pretty interesting, kind of what they did with Invisible Man and the past Wolfman. Moving on to our last topic of the day. We really are just flying through these topics today. I think we're doing a great job. And our last topic of the day is we have finally got Superman reviews out now. The embargo has lifted for the social media reviews. I believe the regular reviews are releasing tomorrow, or they're out now. I can't remember when the embargo is, but we have here the Rotten Tomatoes score, and it is sitting at a 85% on Rotten Tomatoes with 119 views, which I think is really, really good. If you guys are interested in what some of the reviewers are saying about it, we have it right here. Go ahead and take a look. Again, I'll have the link in the description down below for you guys to go ahead and take a look. Now, normally I would go over some of these reviews with you guys, but I have to cut today's episode a little short because I myself am going to be going to watch the Superman movie within the next couple hours, and I have to get this video out there and going, and then create a couple shorts before we get going. So I do have a little bit of a busy schedule ahead. I also have to return some of these phone calls because I recorded some of this a little earlier, and my computer crashed on me, and so I didn't get everything out there that I wanted to get. So I had to kind of run through this topic today, and I also had to change the show around because a couple of the other topics before it crashed were irrelevant. So I just grabbed new ones. and that's why I didn't read some of the ones that I had before. So if you don't know how the news cycle works, it's basically every 30 minutes to 15 minutes you get a new news topic coming out there. But I think this is exciting. Back to Superman, I think this is exciting seeing it at an 85%. It seems a lot of people are enjoying it. I very much am looking forward to checking it out tonight. I'm watching it in IMAX with my brother and our girlfriends, so it's going to be very exciting to check that out. I'll be giving you guys my review of Superman um, tomorrow. I'll probably do a short tonight when I leave the theater, doing a little out of theater reaction, so you guys could see maybe the excitement or disappointment on my face as I come out the theater, so you guys could check that out. And yeah, that does it. Yeah, I think that does it for today's topics, guys. My apologies for going through everything so fast, but again, I'm short on time today. So we'll make sure to slow it down for our next episode. But let me know what you guys thought about the topics today. Did something excite you today? Are you looking forward to seeing the Superman movie? Let me know in the comments down below. And that's a wrap for today's episode of the Truly Odd Podcast, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like the show, please like and subscribe. And remember to always stay true and be odd.